Welcome to the LionsGate 88 activation. I'm your host, Jill Jardine, host of the Cosmic Scene podcast. And today I'm going to take you through this activation with information and a surprise at the end. So I invite you to stay tuned. This comes from my lineages that I have been initiated in, including star lineages, Vedic teaching lineages, and other spiritual teachings. So you're going to want to find a place where you can be comfortable so you can sit back and enjoy the journey. So here we are in the LionsGate activation. As I said, I'm Jill Jardine, and I've been facilitating these for years. You can get a hold of me at jilljar123@gmail.com or check out my website for a private session. So what is the LionsGate 88? The LionsGate is a big portal day in the galactic consciousness community, and some of us have been celebrating it for a while. It blasts open from the time that the sun transits into Leo this year on 7/22 and is amplified during 8/8. And then we're going to have a Leo new moon solar eclipse on August 12th this year. And it continues through the whole Leo equinox through 8/22. So we're in it at the time of this recording. That's why we have these transmissions. The portal is activated every year during the Leo equinox, forcing purification of mind, body, and spirit in order to squeeze through the eye of the needle. What is the eye of the needle? Well, this is clarity of intention. This is releasing the anxieties, the worries, the world out there, and really coming into alignment with our higher self or soul. It is a time of increased galactic light coming through the star system Sirius, also known as the central sun, coming into our system. And what is the LionsGate 88? The LionsGate of 88 opens the infinity codes. 8 is a number of cosmic consciousness and manifestation. This means that it is time when we can step closer to our personal and collective fifth dimensional consciousness. This is now quite accessible to those who are waking up and becoming aware of the changes that need to occur in their lives. And we were all very much activated and accelerated in July of 2026 because we had that 4444 frequency alignment with the outer planets Pluto at 4 degrees Aquarius, harmonizing with Uranus at 4 degrees Gemini, harmonizing with Neptune at 4 degrees Aries, and then Jupiter stepped in the sign Leo to bring the cradle together. It was called Bobo's Cradle. So the time around the 8/8 LionsGate, which is really July 22nd through August 22nd, is powerful for manifestation, love, and prosperity. LionsGate 88 is based on the importance of 8. The number 8 represents infinity, the infinite soul that we are, and the infinite expansive nature of our universe. 88 is also the number associated with DNA activation, abundance, prosperity consciousness, soul realization, and taking us out of duality and into unity consciousness. And LionsGate is not just about numerology, but also astrology, and involves the sun in its ruling sign, Leo, and the rising star of Sirius. So let's talk about why is Leo connected? Well, this is when it occurs, and thus the LionsGate. As a zodiac sign, Leo is associated with the heart center and activating our creative potentials. The Leo energy opens doors for ascension codes and the energies of higher consciousness that's transmitted from the star Sirius, also known as a connection to the great spiritual sun or the great galactic sun. So what happens? Well, things that we can feel, we might not necessarily be able to see, but light codes and frequencies from Sirius, the galactic center, and other star systems are more easily activated and received. These frequencies can stimulate awakening, accelerate healing, expand intuitive awareness, and clarify soul mission. It is a time of everything's getting amplified, actually, so you want Think good thoughts, think good thoughts. And so we focus our emotions, our intentions, we'll get some level of resolution. So therefore, if there's unresolved issues, you do want to look at having them clarified, maybe bring them to the surface so they can be transmuted and released. So it is a very powerful time. And we're going to talk about the star system Sirius, but then I'm going to talk about how it can activate our own star wisdom, or we all have a connection to another star lineage, and we'll talk about that. So, are you serious about the LionsGate? The ancients were very in tune with the star system Sirius. It's sometimes called the Dogon people. It was sometimes called the dog star, and the Dogon people of Africa were also very connected, as are other cultures. But the ancients believed that Sirius is a gateway to heaven and the home of higher vibrational beings. They believed the energy of Sirius carried highly advanced wisdom that we could tap into and utilize whenever Sirius was strong in the sky. Sirius rising during the Leo equinox was celebrated as a special and sacred occasion and marked the start of the new year in many cultures. In ancient Egypt, the rising of Sirius coincided with the flooding of the Nile. Therefore, they viewed it as a gift of prosperity and fertility, and they revered Sirius so much they even aligned the pyramids and the Sphinx with its rising as well. And there's also theories that the pyramids would act as filters and transmitters, helping to amplify the energy of Sirius in order to channel and download its messages with greater ease. So it's not just Sirius as a star system that comes closer at this time. There are higher consciousness beings that are helping us during this time on our planet, including the Pleiadians. And, if you've ever done any work around finding out what your star lineage is, a lot of it is kind of tuning in and seeing. I've been connected to the Palladian work for about 30 years, studied with Barbara Hanclau. And also I knew this guy called Serge Gentili, he used to say he was a Atlantean high priest, and he made these very powerful healing tools with coppers, and he created a copper grid that we would do healing in. But he was able to tell you what your star lineage was. So again, there's the Sirians, there's the Pleiadians, there's the Arcturians, the Lyrians, the Andromedans, and more. So a lot of people get this recognition, and that they feel the light codes coming from these galactic energies from Sirius and others. And these frequencies can stimulate awakening, accelerate healing, expand our intuition, as I said. So we want to do it. So how can you work with this? Well, you want to come into a receptive state. And one of the things you can do is to do breath work. Just lie down and breathe slowly, or do a patterning breath. Breathe in for 4, hold it for 4, and exhale 8. It's always nice when you have a longer exhalation, because it allows the nervous system to reboot. So think about that. And the other thing is that spend a few minutes each day in this time period. I mean, we're halfway through it. We're coming to the LionsGate when it's amplified, but feel the life you want to create. Feel as if it has already happened. Tune into the emotions of that and how it might feel to be released from the burdens. For instance, if it's about money, imagine how it feels to be financially free. Or if you want to move, feel yourself in the beautiful new place, wherever you want it located, overlooking the ocean, or maybe in a very beautiful natural landscape, and just feel how that would be. And then open your heart in general for everything that's in your life right now, and extend gratitude. And even to the extent of saying, I am grateful for my job. I am grateful for this aspect of my life, or whatever it is that you want. And here are some affirmations for working with the LionsGate. I open my heart to infinite possibilities. I release all that no longer serves me. I align with my highest timeline, and I receive abundance, love, wisdom, and divine guidance with grace. I am ready. By the way, this will be in the show notes. I open my heart to infinite possibilities. I release all that no longer serves me. I align with my highest timeline, and I receive abundance, love, wisdom, and divine guidance with grace. I am ready. So also remember that we are being asked to think of our purpose from a heart-led. We are also having our multidimensional remembrances. So again, breathe deeply, receive, release, and realign. Anchor your light into the earth. You're not here to escape the world. You are meant to light it up. This is Cosmic Scene with Jill Jardine. Follow me on YouTube at Jill Jardine 2186 and other social media, and book a reading at JillJardine.com.